Hey folks, super short video today. I'm going to teach you a trick with useOptimistic in React. Let's go. In this application, I created a copy to clipboard thing. Let me show you how that looks. So we have a little tagged on button here. We click on the thing, and as you may have expected, there's something in our clipboard. We go to our copy to clipboard components. First, I'm going to show you how I did this originally. So there are two checkboxes. These are just helper components, helper modules. Then we have a little binding for the navigator clipboard. That's the thing that actually puts something in your clipboard. And we have another component here, make. We have a little state, copied, set copy. We have an on click handler. In here, we're just going to set is to copy this true, then show the copy icon. Do the promise thing with the right text to the binding and do a set timeout to eventually update the state again. Pretty simple, but what you can also do with React 18, 19, I'm not sure, but the recent React thing is to think about using useOptimistic. What we can do is do a useOptimistic of false and basically set it to true in the start transition and then never bother to, set it to true in an actual state, because we're just going to wait until the transition is over and then it's going to fall back to the false state. So what happens, we have a use transition hook. On our click, we start that transition. We can do an async callback over here. I'm going to do set copied. I'm going to set that true. It's optimistically just going to kick in and the render will then show the copy icon over here. We're having the right text, that's the same binding. Then we do the sleep thing, which is just a little helper function, which does the set timeout thing, but then like a promised kind of way. And once that is over, at the end, the promise will be resolved, so the transition is resolved, and eventually the optimistic state will then default back to its original value. So one more time in the browser, we copy that, we paste it. It still works, it's the same thing really, but it's kind of cool that you can have a different use case for this now. And that's it for this video. I've really been short on time, so thank you all for watching until we meet again.